Hello everyone. Wishing you all a very happy and prosperous new year. Let's discuss what we can expect on the upcoming week. I mean the first week of the year 2023, a week ahead video. Before going there, let's see in short what happened on last week. Contrast to week before last week, I mean 4th week of December, last week all three Indian major index advanced. Nifty and Sensex increased near 1.7% and Bank Nifty increased by 3.16%. If we consider the whole last year, I mean on year-on-year basis, both Nifty and Sensex increased around just 4%. In contrast, Bank Nifty increased over 21% on year-on-year basis. Actually, even Sensex and Nifty itself was not that bad. Almost all the major index in the world gave negative return in terms of year-on-year basis. For example, S&P 500 dropped by 19.55%. Some might argue that rupee dropped over 10% and all other major currencies too dropped, but they all now recovered. Kind of. Let me state it clear. They dropped too much and they recovered some. For example, even after this recovery of last 2 to 3 weeks on year-on-year basis, at present, Japanese yen was still dropped by 15% against US dollars. UK pound still on year-on-year basis, it was down by 10%. I mean in the middle of October, at that time year to date, it was down by 18%. Now it recovered 8%. But still on year-on-year basis, as I said, it was still down by near 10%. Even Chinese yuan was down by 9%. Only euro was marginally better, which was down by around 6%. So clearly there is no doubt as a whole year Indian market did outperform the world market. Anyway, coming back to weekly data, last week FII net sold shares worth approximately 5,750 crore rupees and DAI net bought shares worth approximately 5,050 crore rupees. Sector wise, PSU Bank was the top gainer. It increased by over 11%, metal increased by 8%, private bank and auto increased over 3%. On the negative side, pharma lost by 1.5% and FMCG dropped by just 0.3%. In terms of stock specific, Hindalco and Tata Steel increased over 10%. SBI, IndusInd Bank and Adani Enterprises all increased around 6%. On the negative side, Apollo Hospital was the top Nifty loser, which lost by 4.7%, followed by Cipla lost 3.9%, Nestle, Divis Lab and HCL lost over 2%. So that's all about what happened last week. Now let's move on to the next topic. Last week was the end of official Q3 FY 2023. So we can expect that some top brokerages might release some companies' earnings report estimates and that can affect that particular company's stock price. And also last week is the turn of the month and thus the upcoming week is the first week of the month. So we can expect the periodic economic data such as automobile sales, PMI, exports imports and some European countries inflation data etc. And all important American jobs opening and jobs filled data is scheduled to release. Honestly, I don't know how market will react to those since at present market got both fears such as recession fear and also Fed interest rate hike fear. Let's say if they got good jobs data, then it will increase the interest rate hike fear. Again, let's say if they got really very bad jobs data, then it will increase the recession fear. Again, it's vice versa as well. So I don't know whether good data is good or bad, or else the bad data is bad or good. Only time has to answer. Anyway, let's see in detail what are the items and when. I mean the macros that we need to look out for the whole week. First, on Monday, January 2nd, because this year's New Year is on Sunday, so on Monday, most of the countries in G20, including both Japan and China, will be on holiday. I don't want to go one by one. Instead, I'll show the list. If required, please pause it and have a look. At 10:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time, there is a scheduled release of S&P Global Indian Manufacturing PMI. For those who don't know, Manufacturing PMI means Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index. In simple words, it's the indicator of manufacturing economic activity in the country. If the indicator index value comes as above 50 means the sector is expanding. If it comes as below 50 means the sector is contracting. Regarding December month for Indian manufacturing PMI, the expected value is 54.3, whereas in the last month in November, it was 55.7. I believe it hardly will have an impact on our market unless it drops or increases massively. However, it's better to keep an eye on it. Then there is a schedule for release of various countries' manufacturing PMI between 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., such as starting from Italy, France, Germany, and UK. Anyway, at present, all of them are in contraction, I mean less than 50. Then coming to Tuesday, January 3rd, there is no scheduled release that I'm aware for India. But at 2:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, there is a schedule for release of Germany's unemployment rate. Here too, as long as there is no drastic change, we don't need to worry too much. Then in the aftermarket hours, there will be a schedule for US and UK manufacturing PMI data, but we can see that impact only on Wednesday morning. Then on Wednesday, January 4th at 10:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time, there is a schedule to release of S&P Global Indian Service PMI data. The expected value is 55.5, whereas in the last month, I mean for November, it was 56.4. This data, in conjunction with the US market, will have an effect on Indian IT stocks. In the afternoon, there is a schedule for various consumer inflation, I mean CPI data, composite and service payment data for December month for various European countries such as Germany, France, and Spain, etc. Then in the night, I mean in the aftermarket hours, very important US number of available job openings are present. I mean number of available vacancies. This is one of the make or break data. At present, the forecast is that near 10 million available vacancies in US. Then also there is a schedule for Institute of Supply Management's own manufacturing PMI data. Usually for US, ISM's manufacturing PMI data is widely considered more important than that of S&P Global. Then on Thursday, January 5th, there is no scheduled release that I am aware for India. At 3 p.m. Indian Standard Time, there is a schedule for UK's composite and service payment data. Then in the aftermarket hours, there is a schedule for release of FOMC meeting minutes. Again, this is also a very important one, since investors will be looking for clues about the next interest rate hike. Then it's usual Thursday, US weekly initial jobless claims data and crude oil inventories report. Finally, on Friday, January 6th at 12:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time, lot of German macros such as retail sales, import price, and factory orders are scheduled to release. Then in the aftermarket hours, first Europe CPI, I mean consumer inflation. Then in the night, very important non-farm payroll data. I mean the data of new additional non-farm jobs that are added in US. Anyway, those data's impact we can able to see in the following Monday. These are the items we need to look out for in the upcoming week. So that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing the channel and liking the video, so it will help me beat the YouTube algorithm and will also motivate me to do more. Please don't make an investment decision based on this, as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I'm doing it for my and viewers' educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.